So we meet again. I'm just powering through this project at this point. And I think the best way to go about this entire ordeal with YouTube and so on and so forth is I will have the normal live stream dates where I will be available at all times, and every time I have like a spare moment I will come to the basement and just press play. The amount of work that goes into finishing those projects is immense, I'd say. Oh, please. And that is why I am working when I can. And when I will finally finish all of them, and I have few of those actually, then I don't know. I will probably just start a series where I will be showing you all of my collection and describing, which guitar is cool and why, and so on and so forth. I think that's the best I could do with what I have and the audience that I have right now. Like, don't get me wrong, I am not complaining, because there is quite a lot of people doing what I'm doing on YouTube. But still, it would be nice to hang with some actual regular folks. When you are desoldering anything, right? You should always put just a little bit of a fresh solder on it, just to get the process starting. Yeah, I am pretty sure this is not a an original Gibson wiring. Like, I mean, the Switchcraft switch is, I am sure of that. This is a vintage one. But the whole electronics is 100% not original. I mean, the pickup, the neck pickup is the Dirty Finger from the 70s. That one I'm quite sure about. But this here, this is not. Just too much solder. No one would do this at the factory like that. And also very close together, very close. Cleaning those old parts is always a little bit annoying, because it is simply put. But again, I could use something like a new Switchcraft. Why bother? This is perfectly fine. Okay, so this is my... This is weird. I've never seen something like that. And by that I mean the ground wire is in the middle of the... in between the neck and the bridge pickups, which is not common, not that common. No, Christ. Not that common on those Switchcraft switches. I will bend them a little bit out of the way. And right now we've got 4 leads. I would say the white and the red for me are always the pickups themselves. The black one will be the additional wire for shielding. And the green one is out. This is what I normally do. I think the red one, I should probably make a red one the neck, and white will be bridge. Okay. I should, before I'm just gonna switch off that one. Should I put the... No. Let's do it in... I'm always wondering what's the next step, what's the next best thing I could do. Because too many times I did something hastily and It backfired spectacularly. So I was wondering if I should not do the strings, like put the strings on, but I'm not gonna, because I won't. Because I don't know, I'm not an expert with ADHD, but sometimes I do think that I have like ADHD. I don't, I'm not having any problems whatsoever right now. But you know, sometimes there is just like the modern day equivalent of it. Like, undiagnosed ADHD, right? Everybody has it. I should add, like as always, I'm no good with soldering iron, right? Like, I'm okay, but it's nothing spectacular, right? There are people who are doing this better, faster, cleaner. I'm not. I'm a hobbyist. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna be happy with my soldering, but I just simply I do not know what to improve at this point, if you know what I mean. I've got a relatively good soldering iron. I like it. This is Vela. Or Weller in our American English or whatever English you are speaking. Yeah, this is what I mean when I do something not that smart. Let's check it. Right now I'm in the middle position, so if I go from the green wire to the white wire, nothing's happening. Oh, I don't have the... No. It all works way better when I have the bell on. Let's start with the shielding. Yes. And if I go like that, right? Yep. And now the white wire and the green wire. Yes. The green and the red are okay. Now I'm going to the neck position. I should be having the contact in between the green and the red one. And I have. And there should be nothing in white. Yes. And now white one. Yep. Everything is working fine. Let's put it through to the cavity. Okay. I will just move it a little bit here and a little bit here. Right. Everything is working good. Now. I don't believe that there was any kind of washer underneath it. But still, I'd like to have one. Will I find anything in here? Probably not. And here. Nope. Which is not optimal. Again, I don't like not having a washer there. Maybe in here I've got the switches, right? No. No, potentiometer switches. Not a single washer inside. No. Okay. If I had my cell phone, my smartphone here, I would just compare it to the photos before. I think there was a washer here, or at least there should be one. I don't see any. I don't know. So again, I will be changing the original screws to the modern ones. Those are, however, from the 90s, from my SG that I did once. And those screws are perfect, actually. Oh, come here, sweet child. I want to just finish this one. Today. I've got the tip for the three-way switch upstairs, so I will just put it off screen. This is actually very fitting switchcraft tip, because it's like this vintage vintage orange, I'd say, you know. I like that color very much. Do I have any 1.7? Sorry, 1.5. This is 2.0. This is 2.0. This one, same. So yeah, 2.0. 2.0 it is. It is a little bit wonky. And by that I mean it curves this direction, this general direction. I could do it right, what I want, because that would mean changing the geometry of this guitar, and I don't like it. I am gonna leave those alone, and by that I mean I will put just a little bit of this what is it? Teflon grease on them, and I won't be cleaning them like at all. I've cleaned the tailpiece a little bit just because it was very dirty. Like there was some nasty looking dust. But those one I actually kind of like them. I unfortunately only have 5. It is what it is, as they say. And now finally, the strings. Let's put some strings on it, and let us hope that the knot is okay. If not, I'm gonna have to revisit this project. Tomorrow, or I don't know. Yeah, maybe probably tomorrow. Where is my nut? That's why I'm not cleaning it right now. I'm just be leaving it like that. Maybe just a little bit of a contact cleaner. Just a tad. Because I don't want to be spending hours upon hours on cleaning it, just to realize it wasn't worth it, you know? Okay, I've got like a free E string, right? So if anything, the high E should be enough to determine if I should make a new knot or not. And I can also roughly see if I'll be damned. This actually might work, guys. This actually might work. I don't believe it, guys. I just don't. It's perfect. It just is. I can't believe it. Like 20-25 should be the high E, like the low E in my case. It is a little bit below that. Do I have any kind of wound string? Let's take this one, just whatever. It doesn't matter right now. Like the high E should be 0.46 inch. This is 0.4, so close enough. I mean, this is not as precise as it should probably be to measuring strings, but doesn't matter. Those are just old guitar strings that I have that are not completely busted and can be, in theory, used for this purpose, exactly for this purpose. I just roughly check if that is a viable option. It's even a little bit too high. I can't believe it. I'm beyond words right now. Nuts. I'm not thrilled by the fact that the first fret is just a little bit not particularly well done, but this doesn't really matter. Okay, I will leave that for now, just to keep everything in place, because right now I need to go to the other side of the guitar. But oh my, what a good news. What's the action? Just for shits and giggles. How much do I have? Oh, Christ almighty. Oh, it's high. No, 1. Okay. And the lowest I can go is here. 0.7. Yeah. Good enough. Just too rough. Not perfect. Like the neck angle is a little bit wonky right now, but it's nothing to be that should worry me right now. I will put just a bit of super glue. Oh, maybe I should do it with a I should really invest in those precision super glue tips, because this is not my preferable method of using superglue. Okay, let's go to the other side now. And I will be finishing it off now. Okay, I think I will, although what, I'm just gonna not do it off camera. I'm gonna do it on camera. I need to switch directions right now for this. Go to new direction. And I know that it's hard to digest. And I know that it's hard to digest. Before I do that, I'll have to address one more problem that occurred during this assembly, and that is the fact that these two are broken. And now the main question: can I move it? Here's the screw. And again, I don't trust those screws. I simply don't. That's why they will land. No, not yet. I need to find some replacement. And I think I will stick with those. Those are Fender ones. Can I move it? Not really. No. I need this one. Yeah, there is no other way. How long are they? Oof, quite long. Oh. What's the time? 3 p.m. almost. It is not a perfect process, but for the millionth time, I'm gonna say it again. I haven't found anything better to replace this process. As expected, this is not as easy as expected. Those they cannot defend just what you're going through. You'll be in the end, and I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you. Oh, it works! Huh. It's not the perfect method, but it works. I mean, I'm in shock. And again, this is one of the most annoying things to do. Like, taking them out. This is just covered in rust. That's why I won't be using them back in this guitar. Because you just can't.
And as always, I'm doing this the wrong way. But you know, I'm not learning from my own mistakes. The right way is to put it, and by it I mean the glue, putting the glue on the toothpick is always the best way. Now, I will put yet another one here to support the neighboring one. And then I will use quite a lot of super glue. To make it all come true. I don't know. Not the I'm not trying to be funny at all. This is a serious channel where you can sleep during my work. Oops. Can I will I risk it? Yep, it's okay. I'm not daring enough to risk it all. Why am I doing this like a stupid person again? When I can do it smartly. Remember, kids, the smart way is the best way. Oops. Just don't do what Uncle Simon is doing right now, which is not optimal. Yes, so I will be leaving this for now to cure. It went way better than expected. So, obviously, the one that I'm doing right now should go very bad indeed. Hallelujah. Again, a very rusty bolt. And those bolts from the 70s, for whatever reason they are, just seem cheap, you know? And I know that's probably because they are. It's just I don't want originality if it means that my guitar won't work properly. Yep. It's all good and well. I can't imagine. Because normally this doesn't go as smoothly. Normally it really doesn't. Like the one bolt retrieval that I did for my Fender Mustang, just I cringe to this day. Even in this guitar, like retrieving bolts was a nightmare. I go quite deep with it for the most part, because I can in this particular case. This would be a perfect content for someone who can't fall asleep, right? Okay, let's take 80 grit or 40 grit or something. 120? Ah, wait. 120 grit sanding paper. And I will use just a simple whoops. Yep. Let's put some super glue on it, and we're done here. Now it needs to cure, which I'll do those studs, those screws will be at the very last of this assembly process, so who cares? Okay.
So this is the bridge pickup, which will be here in the middle. This is the neck pickup, which will be the first. And this is the switch, which will go to both. So here, here, and there. I will snip it in around here. Should be fine. Okay, we are 1 hour in, and I'll probably come back to it again today and try to finish it, because it's driving me a little bit crazy. Mm-hmm. I've got this very large, beautiful. This is gonna be large and beautiful. Anyway, this beautiful, orange drop capacitor. Do I have anything that's like nicer? This is an alpha pot. This is a very long shaft A500K. US or not? This is way too long. This is for Les Paul. Yeah. This is a full assembly for what is it for? I think this is SG. Yep. This is my best option right now. This Gibson pot, because obviously I don't have 3 US pots lying around. I've got 2. Oh, huh. That is weird, if you ask me. Did I do this right now or what? $500K. 0K. Is it not working or what? Oh my god. Oh, it's working. I will have to clean it though. Gibson. Gibson USA. I'll have to learn
put away the things that I'm using right after I'm finished using it, because right now it's just whatever. Not the greatest look on my part. I am a little bit messy, especially since I want to be a luthier, or call myself a luthier. I'm not a luthier. Absolutely not. Okay. Yeah, I think I will pause here, because I've obviously lost cover. Oh, here it is. And now for the finishing touch, just to see if the screws are of a proper size for this job, and yes, they are. I might just countersink the holes a little bit more, but this is fine. Let's see this and that. These and those, no one knows. Yeah. This goes here. This goes here. We are getting there. We're halfway. Living on the. Take my hand. Living on a prayer. Oh yeah, this is my Gibson potentiometer. We are almost done. This is the. I will have to polish it a little bit. Just clean it, as always. Just a little bit of cleaning, not too much. So, my problem right now is that I have two very Like, those are proper knobs, but they look very nice and shiny. And I don't know what to do with it. I mean... Should I try to relic them a little bit? Let me try something here. Nope, this is way too. I'm just gonna take 1,000. Yeah, 1,000. And just put some wear on it. Artificial wear. Yeah, I know this is cringy. But those spots are really way too nice. I know, I cringe a little bit as well, but if I need to, I can polish them back to gloss. And I need to simulate some wear and tear. So right now I'm just taking off the shininess of those knobs. Or just a little bit of, you know, knocking it a little bit. This is not the scientific method. This is just me smashing things a little bit. Now let's go 120. Like this. It doesn't matter. Now and now just no. Where is it? And now I am going to polish it, because that's the secret. Those will appear a little bit used, but also taken care of, which is not the... I know this is in contrast, like having something polished and worn out at the same time, but trust the process a little bit. Because the process of using the knobs is just constant rubbing and polishing it with polishing it with your own sweat and tears, as they say. But at the same time, they cannot appear like they are brand new, right? There will be a little bit of, I'd call it fog. Can you see it? They are not new. I mean, they are new, obviously. Relatively new. But at the same time, they don't look out of place on this instrument. That's the most important part, to me at least. It's not perfect, obviously, it's not. I'm not going very deep into it, but they are just, you know, just a little bit used and abused, for lack of the better word. And that's what I'm after. They should not be like brand new, brand spanking new. See? They don't look that out of place on this guitar. Okay. I should probably head back upstairs. And today I'll be finishing it. Like, this is a very cool project. There is a cool factor on this guitar, like, which I would pay premium for if I would buy it. It's a cool guitar. Good. I will leave it like this for now. It has 2 strings on it, and the electronics must be done, and, you know, so on and so forth. The strap buttons needs to be installed, but overall it kind of works. The real mystery is the truss rod, because it does work a little bit weird, I'd say, and I just hope that I will be able to set it up semi okay.